Go.
So, hello and welcome everyone to episode number 49 of the River Sweep podcast. And as I predicted that Virat Kohli might score a century, but he fell short of 100 in the first innings. And then I think around 60, 70 runs. But still we are ahead of him. We are here at our 49th episode, and I am sure that we will be ahead of him before he makes it the 71st. So big lot of things have happened in cricketing world. We won the second test match fairly easy, but Virat Kohli just wanted to stat pad score that century, didn't give a follow, and just to embarrass or humiliate New Zealand, I believe. But that is good. Like I always wanted to humiliate New Zealand, and nothing better than winning by our highest ever margin. And I think
By runs.
by runs. And I think it was a fairly simple match. Like we completely dominated. New Zealand had no chance. But let's just quickly dive into what happened at the second test and what what went well. I think Virat Kohli did bring his energy into the field, and I think the North Stand gang and the Blue Pilgrims, they were brilliant. They were brilliant at Wankhede. Like I have not seen such an atmosphere. Even if it was 25% of the capacity allowed, the atmosphere in the stadium was tremendous. I saw a lot of videos going around, and I think we should start focusing on having more test matches at metro cities because of such environment and the just fun to play in those atmosphere. So let's quickly jump into quick thoughts on what the second test was and how did our team do. So we'll start with our special guest who has been traveling across India since last 1 month, from north to south, west, east, everywhere. So finally, after huge time, we have Darshil with us. So let's quickly, big Pujara fan also. So let's quickly start with
There's
Darshil on
one Shastri still there.
one Shastri still there. So let's quickly hear his thoughts on what he thought, how the second test went overall for India, and how does the things look after it.
So like for me, I think the biggest plus was the performance of Akshar Patel. I think I felt that it's a good test to show how our bench strength is and how our backup, players we're grooming for the future coming along. So in that aspect, it went very well. Siraj was brilliant in the series, and especially in that match, opening bowlers getting wickets on a dust bowl like that, and the delivery he gave to Ross Taylor, outstanding stuff. So all in all, it was a good test match for the whole Indian team's bench strength, as I say, but not so great for our main players. I mean, the trio Pujara, Rahane, and Kohli. I mean, I wanted them to do better. Like genuinely, I'm a big Pujara fan. He's one of my favorite players, but I think he needs to. I mean, like, not saying that his contributions are no longer valid, but I mean, he needs to kind of do something. Like if he's going to South Africa, it must be a pressure series for him as well as Rahane and Kohli, because there are people who are waiting. Shreyas Iyer is there. There are other players who are kind of knocking the doors, and that's how they all came in, when they knocked the doors when the seniors were not in form. So I think from that perspective, it was bad for them. But overall, I mean, love the atmosphere, and what a brilliant advertising for Test cricket, and also showed that you have to, if you're a number one touring side or you're number one test team, then you have to win everywhere in all conditions. India has done that. Credit to Kohli and the team. They've won everywhere where it's possible. And if other teams are coming to the subcontinent and not doing well, I think then, I mean, the joke's on them. It was a brilliant test match.
और मेरे ख्याल से न्यूजीलैंड जीता भी नहीं है. मतलब इंडिया टूरिंग, आई डोंट रिमेम्बर लास्ट टूरिंग कब उन लोग ने सीरीज जीता था. मतलब लास्ट
सीरीज नहीं, they won a test match in 1988.
वो तो
That's the last.
In Mumbai itself, so they've only won 2 tests in India.
नहीं, मतलब इंडिया में भी नहीं. आई थिंक एशियन कंट्रीज में भी न्यूजीलैंड कहीं पर टेस्ट सीरीज नहीं जीता है मेरे
नहीं,
ख्याल से.
जीते हैं. They won against Pakistan. Yeah.
नहीं,
UAE.
recently.
हाँ, recently.
One in Sri Lanka in 2020, and 2018 or 2019 was 2-1 in Pakistan. 2018, correct. 2-1
तो
in
पाकिस्तान
UAE.
तो इररेलेवेंट साइड है, तो उनको तो कोई भी हरा सकता है, वो बात अलग है. पर हाँ वही. But let's go to ईश्वर, who is jumping in and around the streets of Hyderabad. अश्विन को 9th मैन ऑफ द सीरीज मिल चुका है, और आई थिंक ईश्वर इज द हैप्पीएस्ट गाय. सो Do you think Ishwar Ashwin will make it to the 11 in South Africa, or will he'll be benched? What do you think?
See, if he is benched over Jayant Yadav, I think that would be the most stupidest decision ever made by Indian cricket team. So yeah, I think Ashwin in the 11 is a no-brainer in South Africa, and especially with his form in the last few years, even abroad. So it's a no-brainer. And coming to South Africa itself, and South Africa, as we know, are very good players of spin. Look at it as sarcastically. So yeah, I think Ashwin will have a very good series in South Africa as well. And yeah, coming to the Mumbai test, I was genuinely happy that we skittled out New Zealand for 62. That was my favorite part. They couldn't even last one session. And then on the same wicket again, we come back and score another 275. So that was what my favorite moment of
हाँ,
all was.
और अब तो ये भी नहीं बोल सकते कि इंडिया में गए सैंड विकेट बना दिया
Exactly.
and our pacers didn't have any support. The way you look, Mohammad Siraj first spell, he took 3 wickets and he looked incredible. मतलब उसके बाद तो इन लोग अब ये भी नहीं रोना गाना कर सकते कि इंडिया में आएंगे सैंड पिट मिलेगा, स्पिनर्स को सपोर्ट मिलेगा,
mud hole.
वो कुछ
जब
नहीं था
हमारे
भाई.
जब
It
हमारे
was
पेसर्स विकेट ले
proper.
रहे तो उनके पेसर्स भी ले सकते हैं. मतलब आई थिंक मुंबई विकेट वाज अ फेयर विकेट बिकॉज we showed how to bat in that wicket like for two innings, and
Why we scored
250.
600 runs in 2 innings. So I don't
600,
see
yeah.
problem.
Historically, also both Wankhede and CCI pitch has always been two of the most competitive pitches in India for a long time. It's only that they don't get as many games as rotation policy, but Wankhede pitch has always offered something for both pacers and the seamers. There's always good bounce, as you saw, and probably despite the couple of days heavy rain, the pitch was still good. There was no, I mean, yeah, it was obviously more taxing than the Kanpur pitch, which was just like literally it was like you're bowling on cotton or something, ball barely bouncing, not deteriorating. But this pitch was a proper test match pitch, and New Zealand never complain about these things. They're not like English experts and Australian experts, so-called experts who come and start, crying about the pitch and make sarcastic tweets trying to rile up Indian fans on Twitter. But really, New Zealand just lost the game, I think, in the first day and a half, because 62 all out was like, it was just shocking
Very
to see that. I
satisfying.
mean, satisfying, true, but I mean, I just can't believe how they just checked out mentally. And okay, second innings they did show some fight at least, but again on the fourth morning I was out for work and I checked the score and the match was almost over. I mean,
भाई
it
मैं
just
तो
felt like they were
I
finished.
woke up at 10:30. Match was done.
हाँ सेम
I mean,
10:15 में उठा, मैं सोचा मैच देखूंगा, थोड़ा 1-2 विकेट अश्विन की बॉलिंग देख लेंगे, कुछ देख, एंड आई सी दैट और
India
मैन
has
ऑफ द
won.
मैच हो गया, मैन ऑफ द सीरीज हो गया.
And they
Like-
gave wickets to Jayant Yadav
Yeah.
on 4th day morning. I was like,
Yeah, I think the one negative for India was Pujara getting a 45 just to keep his place for South Africa. I thought Rahane being dropped for a so-called niggle was, a sign of the end for him. But even he has
and
been
he was
picked in
supplying
the,
drinks. And he was
yeah,
supplying
supplying
drinks.
drinks, running, playing in the nets, everything, and both of them are going to South Africa. I mean, I mean,
Virat Kohli is, I think Virat Kohli is that we come from two India, where we tell it's an injury and bad form, the other where is you drop a player because of bad form and call them niggle. Like you
Niggle.
see World Cup, niggle. Varun Chakravarti drop, niggle. This
Surya
guy
Kumar
drop-
Yadav back
drop
niggle.
Kumar
back
Yadav.
back spasm. Now Rahane is dropped after a niggle, and Rahane is now fit. So I think Virat Kohli, just to make people look good, they have started that injury ka fake scenario
Well,
always,
see, also the school of
instead
thought
of
is that
owning up.
Virat Kohli has himself been out of form for a long time. So if he says somebody is dropped, then they'll say that why are you not dropping yourself? I mean, as I pointed out the stats in the last podcast, India's 3, 4, and 5 are the 3 worst averages in the last 1 year. And of course, Rahane's bad form, extends way beyond that. And Pujara is also slightly more than that. So, there'll be questions on him as well if he says I'm dropping Pujara or Rahane or both. So, that's probably why he didn't say drop and just said niggle.
Yes, great. So I think the second test was overall picture of how domination is happening in India, and it's really difficult for any side in the world cricket to beat India in a competitive series, I believe, because when you see likes of Akshar Patel, Jadeja, Ashwin, three of your premium spinners who can bat as well, and they bat deep. So it's impractically possible to defeat this Indian side. I don't see any side in the world coming close to us. Like they might beat us in one odd match as England did, but I think over a 3-match series or a 5-match series, I don't think so. Anyone has that kind of lineup to defeat India in India currently. So that is all happy as again we are Paytm champions. Virat Kohli loves Paytm trophies, and
Bro, it was an ICC event sponsored
still,
by Paytm.
It's
Still
good that
Paytm trophy.
it's good that
All
we won.
Paytm trophies back for us.
But that series
See,
is
that's why
beyond the-
Paytm is no longer the market leader in India. Okay, so even their IPO tanked. So I guess it's,
Yeah, so why don't we just
time-
call the next T20 World Cup and World Cup 50 World Cup the Paytm World Cup? I
We
mean,
should
then
make
India will-
Paytm the title sponsor. of
Each were
T20
too late.
World
I
Cup.
already said it. Sorry, don't steal my thunder.
no, but
Oh, okay.
at least unlike the captaincy, Pranav, he's Ishwar was trying to steal it. At least the captaincy is not stolen discount to
Right.
someone deserving. So
fun aside, but now we have a big tour of South Africa coming from 26 December, Boxing Day kickoff, first test match. People might say that South Africa is not a good side anymore, but I don't believe it because our batting has been shambolic since last 1.5 2 years. After the openers, there's just the bottom. There's no middle order. There's no concept of middle order batting in India currently, and I think bowling
After
attack with South
openers, it's
Africa,
Pant.
yeah,
after
the
openers,
bowling
it's
attack
Pant.
which South Africa have on those basic wickets, you have likes of Rabada, you have Nokia, and then there's
NGD.
Oliver,
Diwan
Olivier.
Olivier.
So I think
NGD.
it's going to be a very competitive series, and I think, and also our squad was just announced today. No major surprises as such, but Shubman Gill, Akshar Patel, and Ravindra Jadeja, all three misses out due to injury scare, and I think Hanuma Vihari is making his comeback to the side, and it was always on the cards. I believe that is the reason that he was sent with the India
for the
side.
practice.
Yeah, and I think he had scored 3 back-to-back 50s.
I think Hanumana Vihari would be probably walking into Rahane's spot.
But
So I think the fact that they have made Rohit the vice captain is indicative that Rahane will be going on this tour as a backup.
Yeah.
Is what my assumption is, because then
We can
Rohit-
hope so.
No, I think he'll start the first
it doesn't make sense to strip him of vice captaincy otherwise. No,
Yeah,
think-
I
No,
agree.
Vihari
on
will
that.
bat at 6. There's-
No,
both
I don't
will
think
bat.
that's-
Vihari will bat at 5.
no
is
way,
what my-
both are playing.
I think we're both all getting too confused on this aspect. Let's just understand that Virat Kohli does not like playing just 4 bowlers even overseas. So let us not see who number 6 would be Pant. Question is number 5 whether Hanuma Vihari plays
Iyer
or
or Shreyas
Shreyas
Iyer.
Iyer. I think Hanuma Vihari, since he's already playing there, will
Yeah,
probably get a nod in. And Shreyas Iyer, even though I like him, his short ball technique, as we have discussed before in our personal chats. that-
but Iyer plays at 3, right? I mean, for Mumbai, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
plays
for
up the
domestic.
order, but I would not mind him batting at 3 even for India, because currently, I mean, I know Pujara can still hold one end up, but I still think Pujara will anyway start, even though I think he shouldn't. But I don't think you'll see wholesale
Yeah.
changes to the Indian team right
Yeah.
now,
But-
because
No, but see, there's one problem here. If Pant bats at 6, our batting is very weak.
yeah, that's true. I mean, then Shardul and Ashwin will have to be fitted in so that you can have 5 bowlers. So that's the worry. But if you have, say, 4 bowlers only, and I know South African pitches do help, but what if somebody gets injured or someone?
Ideally, if they should have taken someone like a Venkatesh Iyer as a backup, like just for experience. We don't have a fast bowling all-rounder anyway, and they come and go in like quick successions. I mean, it would have
Yeah,
been
so
good to take
Jadeja's
it.
long-term
But then
absence here is a big
Playing
problem.
Venkatesh Iyer, I don't think so. He's made for Test cricket.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not saying play him. Just take him along. No? Why?
Yeah,
What's the harm in
But in fairness, what I feel will be the lineup will be Rohit, KL opening, Pujara 1 down, Kohli, then Hanuma Vihari, and then Pant, and then our bowlers will be Ashwin and 4 pacers.
I genuinely don't think we need 4 pacers. In
No,
South
4
Africa,
pacers
to be
including
honest.
Shardul Thakur. See, Shardul Thakur, Ashwin both plays, and then Ishant, Siraj, and Bumrah is what I think.
Ishant
I think
is
Shami
injured,
will-
no?
Ishant
No,
will
Ishant
not
is
start.
there. Ishant is there.
He won't
Shami,
start. I'm
Siraj,
pretty sure
Bumrah.
Shami will.
Ishant-
I feel it will be
I'm-
Shami, Siraj, Bumrah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ishant will sit out. He
Yeah,
should sit
I
out.
think he's no. I don't think he should, but I think he's just injured, is what I feel. I mean, not.
But he's in the
Nigel.
squad. He's in the
He's in the
squad.
squad.
Yeah,
Bumrah
so-
and
So
the
it, and
question-
I think one bowler who cannot drop right now is Mohammad Siraj. Like
absolutely, there's no
Like-
question.
Yeah. Siraj
He
is
has to
undroppable,
play.
and on those pitches, he's right on the money.
He's next
Siraj
level.
just has that X, he's actually, you can say, kind of an X factor because something, he's the way he bustles in, he's such an exciting bowler to watch. He can he picked up 3 wickets in no time. He could even go for runs. He's just the kind of guy you need in the team. I would, irrespective of the pitch, in a 4-day game, Siraj must play. He just must play. He has got something about him, that, and he has that bite about him also, like how these Australian bowlers and some of these English bowlers are. He doesn't mind getting, into
aggression,
verbal.
The
yeah.
faces, the
Yeah.
aggro. Yeah.
but Siraj has been exceptional. So it will be exciting to see how India batting lineup is shaping in the first test on 26 December. But definitely I would have Hanuma Vihari because he has played in this condition and he has been in great form, 3 half centuries. I might not like him that much, but he has been playing very good in
In
good
fact,
form.
even in England, when we went in 2018, he was making a lot of runs at the domestic level then, just below the first class
Yeah.
level. But he's good for difficult conditions. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
And
definitely.
he has scored a 50 in his debut innings, right? Even in
Yeah,
India,
and
against
even he
Broad
opened in
and-
Australia on Gabba.
Exactly.
He wasn't bad. I mean, he asked him
He
to do
saw
a job.
the new
He's not.
ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he saw the new ball. That's more than enough.
He's just really good for 4-day cricket. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. So he's a good player and I think it will be a very, very close series because of our batting lineup, I'm giving South Africa that chance to maybe win the test match here and there.
I mean, this should be, in my opinion, this
It should be one of
the
India's
most.
easiest overseas.
Exactly.
wins.
Not that
Exactly.
way. I feel that this should be like Kohli should go all out on this. I mean, then Kohli can actually claim that he has won a test series in all the countries that we have played in.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
definitely
New
we
Zealand.
will be
He will
going
be the
as
only
the
captain to
favorite.
have done that.
But
New
I
Zealand
think
में नहीं जीते भाई. New Zealand है still.
New Zealand, New Zealand bacha hai, correct.
No,
But like I'm saying,
we've won in New Zealand as a country before, twice. South Africa, we've never won. So
South
No,
Africa
we
we
have,
never
right?
won. Australia we had never won since ages, and England also since ages, right? So these are like the big ones in my opinion. New Zealand to apna bogey team hai, so I don't have any expectations over there.
also a good thing is here we're playing at Centurion, which is South Africa's what do you call? They call it the fortress because I think except Australia, nobody has beaten them since 2001.
And it
I
spins.
mean,
It even
well-
spins century.
well, last time it did, but usually South Centurion is a pitch with pace and bounce. It's a
At
typical
this
South African
point,
cricket.
I think at this point we should stop, feeling excited with the spinning track.
Yeah,
Our batsmen,
absolutely.
if they can make Ajaz Patel look like peak Monty Panesar or
I'm
Manu Vittori,
100%
it's over.
sure Centurion, Cape Town, and Johannesburg are all going to have bounce. Some of them may have grass, but it's not going to be a spinning pitch or a slow pitch. I'm 100% certain. That's why they chose these venues for India and Pakistan. Durban and Port Elizabeth are left for Australia because they know that's their best
No,
chance. So
it was basically because of the logistical issues, bro. Because of his Omicron going, right? It was actually supposed to start at
no,
Durban.
even before, no. Durban was not getting a match even last time because Durban pitch turns and they don't want to give India a turning pitch. So Centurion.
Ashwin कहाँ पे भी घुमा देगा.
वो अलग बात है, but Centurion is South Africa's fortress. We have never won at Centurion or Cape Town, and Johannesburg we've never lost. So these two venues, India should aim to win for the first time. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but pretty exciting series. I'm pretty pumped up because away series is always brilliant.
And
Test
afternoon
cricket.
timing as well. So perfect timing.
Yeah,
Don't have to
perfect for everything. And I hope we do win. And I think our chances of WTC final are also reducing because of that loss. And we are third currently. Sri Lanka and
No need to
Pakistan
worry.
are above.
It will be India versus Pakistan, I feel, man.
Yeah,
But-
Sri
but
Lanka
let's-
will get Sri Lanka coming to India and India
Hammered.
will, yeah,
Hammered.
father to son lesson as always. So let's not. The quicker Sri Lanka are knocked off that top spot, the better. I mean, that team being in the top 3 in this is absolutely. I mean,
They
look,
actually
they're-
made sand pits and
Yeah.
they've won.
absolutely mud holes.
but let's see what happens. But keeping all those aside, series win is for happy. But the best news that came out today was Virat Kohli was sacked as the
Yes.
ODI
Worst
captain
news.
out.
Worst
After-
news.
Best news, kicked out.
after the failure in 2017, losing to Pakistan in final, shameful final, then losing
The World Cup.
2019 World Cup after, despite having one of the strongest squads on paper,
Making
losing
the
to a
same mistake again.
and also bottling many, like few people might argue that he had a 70% win rate or blah blah blah, but I think bilateral series means nothing. Like no one even plays bilateral series seriously anymore, that too in 50 overs, I would say.
There are too many bilateral series anyway. That's the problem.
And I think the major, so we'll just quickly, so I am pretty happy with Rohit Sharma taking, I think that should have been little earlier, but I think the moment Virat Kohli decided to give up that T20 captaincy, according to all the renowned reporters out there, they were pretty sure that the selectors don't want a split captaincy in limited overs, and this decision would have happened sooner or later, I believe. But let's quickly jump on to the reactions from Darshil. Was it shocking that he was relieved before the South Africa tour? Did you see that coming, or what do you think went wrong with Virat Kohli, and why did he get the sack?
So, I mean, I think it was a bit of a shock, to be honest. I didn't see it coming. I mean, I hadn't expected the BCCI to take such a strong call at this stage, because normally, I mean, given the player Virat is like for India, I mean, I don't think there should be any two questions about what Virat brings to the team as a player, as a pure batsman. I think he's best, bar none. I mean, in test formats, maybe you have a comparison with Steve Smith and Joe Root, but in the ODI format, I don't think there is anyone close to him. Maybe he may not have hit a century right
as
now.
A batsman, yeah, I agree.
But as a batsman, no one. I mean, like Rohit is there.
Only Rohit
but
is
he's
the
come in the
closest.
last few years. But I think Kohli has been the best ODI batsman for well over a decade. So I think it was a bit of a shock. But as a captain, I mean, at some point, they have to be answers, right? I mean, like, I don't think India as a country, with the amount of money we are putting in and the amount of resources that we have and the talent that we have, will be happy to just sit out on finals. And more than anything else, I mean, even the players, I think the players at some point, the senior players who are probably going to play their last World Cups, they would want to go out on a win. Like someone like Rohit Sharma, who hasn't ever won a World Cup. He has won the T20. He's not won the World Cup. It would be a travesty for him if he finishes without a World Cup. Same with Shikhar Dhawan or, a Bumrah. I mean, these players should have a World Cup medal to their name.
Bumrah is still quite young, but Shikhar is,
I mean, he'll be his peak,
Rohit
right?
34.
Yeah. I think 2023 will be his peak World Cup.
Bumrah's peak. 23 will be Bumrah's peak. So I don't think he'll want to kind of go back from there empty-handed. So from that aspect, it makes sense. Why I think this decision has been taken now before the South Africa tour, I think it's to get Rohit embedded in. And also I think this kind of probably forces Virat to get into a bit more, like, get a reaction out of him maybe for the test tour. Like, he's also not been performing as a batsman of late, maybe that kind of to get that reaction. But I think he would have been at least given an intimation or notice. I mean, I don't think Dravid would like to kind of let it come to him from press. Or as Harsha Bhogle, rightly said, I think it's time that they all sat down and have a chat. Like, I think Virat should make it absolutely clear that he needs to win the ICC Test Championship, which he can still. He's still going to be I don't think there's any doubts about his ability as a Test captain. But in the limited overs format, I mean, we can try Rohit Sharma, because Kohli we have tried and he hasn't worked. I'm not saying he's a bad captain, but from the viewpoint of ICC tournaments, he's not done well. I mean, as a captain individually, if you look at overall record, he has got the third best record of all captains with over 50 ODI matches. So that says a lot. Like, he's done well in individual matches, but in tournaments, he's come up short big time. And I'm including IPL in this because it's a tournament and he's been leading a team. So from that aspect, I think it makes sense to give Rohit a try. It's a simple work decision. I mean, sometimes, there's this thing, that the best employee might not be the best manager. It's the same thing. Like, I mean, it's a bad, I mean, it feels bad, right? Like, you want to see him go to the next level, do well and succeed, but he might not be fit for that job. That doesn't mean he's no longer a good employee. It's just that there's someone else who's a better manager. I think that's what has happened here. So I feel sad for Kohli in the sense that, I mean, everyone would love to win a World Cup as a captain, but if he can still win a World Cup, that will be great for him.
But only thing which I don't want is one minute. So what I don't want is the rift between the senior players, like because what I've been reading in the news and with the journalists, like some of the reputed people out there on Twitter are also saying that to leave the T20 captaincy was his own decision. To leave the RCB captaincy was his own decision, but to leave the 50-over captaincy was not his own decision. That is what the rumors are coming, because but I think the selectors particularly made that clear. They are against a split captaincy, limited overs, and they always would want to have a same captain for T20 and the 50 overs in white ball cricket. So I think Virat somewhere knew it the moment he decided to step down as the T20 captain, that he might have to be relieved of his 50-over captaincy as well. So only thing I wish is there's no rift between the senior players, because going into 2023 World Cup, we desperately need Virat as a batsman. Like there's no argument to that he's not one of our greatest batsmen to have played this game for India. But I think to have that, I think some decision was very crucial. Some might say that his record as a captain was also great, but the pressure of captaincy was different. Now he can probably bat more freely than, imagine under captaincy he had 70 average or 65 average or whatever average stats, but that was good stats. But now he does not have that pressure as well. So I just hope that his contribution increases. So let's move on to Pranav and check his reaction on the whole Kohli's scenario about the captaincy.
Right. So, yeah, Darshil was saying it came as a shock to him. I wasn't shocked because to me, when it came out that he was quitting the T20 captaincy or he was being told to quit, I knew that the ODI captaincy was also bound to go. And like you said, following the news, they were going to make a decision regarding this, but before they left for South Africa, which is the right thing to do because you don't want it to be done after you leave. And I, of course, am a big fan of having actually three separate captains and having three separate teams. But in India, the ODI and T20 team sees quite a bit of overlap. So because of that, it makes sense to have one captain because, again, it's the kind of question of rifts between the senior players. And again, it's a case of too many cooks spoiling the broth. So I think, yeah, it's the right decision because Virat has had his chance at two events. And the thing is that what was most disappointing is 2017 CT final, he decided to bowl first, which was perhaps one of the worst decisions he could ever take. And of course, it's true, for the first 8 overs, India bowled well and the Bumrah no ball might have been costly. But in such a game, Pakistan are not good chasers. Even if India had made 260, I'm confident we would have bowled them out.
Yeah.
So that was the first error. And the thing was,
and I think in that tournament, Pakistan had lost to Sri Lanka and someone also.
They lost to India badly.
And then they lost to Sri Lanka as well.
They barely beat them. Just how
but they were pretty poor in the tournament.
Right. So, and the other thing was after that we got in Kuldeep and Chahal when we should have probably gotten them before that. But that was one good move which we saw. But then the middle order, which was weak and exposed in the final, the same thing happened in the 2019 World Cup. So it was like a case of not learning from their mistake, and they were trying to just hide that mistake. Because see, it's great we won so many bilateral series, but bilaterals are so common that after a point of time, bilateral series become meaningless. You just randomly get two teams to play together. And in all those, the pattern was similar. Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma would give a good start. Virat Kohli would come at 3. They would continue. And then when number 4 also comes in, the position is so good 90% of the time that they're not actually tested in, difficult conditions. So in my opinion, after the 2019 World Cup, they should have had a talk with Virat, and then that's when that was the right time to make the change, I feel. But anyway, since we lost a whole year due to COVID and not much ODI cricket was played, it's okay. And right now is the right time. Rohit needs time to also, gel with the team. And given Rohit's record in T20, I guess, in fact, that even under him, we won the Asia Cup. It seemed the only option, at least for a couple of years. Otherwise, if Rohit was, say, not in good form, they might have asked someone like KL Rahul or someone. But currently, the only option is Rohit, who can captain in the ODIs. And like you said, maybe now that Virat is not limited overs captain, his place also does not become an automatic if he doesn't perform. So that hopefully will, like you said, be a tonic for him and a catalyst for him to start performing well in all formats. Like T20 and T20 ODI is doing all right, but we want in Test cricket especially to see that Virat Kohli of old, or at least something similar to that. So I think it's the right decision. I just think that what news we're getting that he didn't want to quit or he was just removed without being, thanked or whatever. I think all this should not be happening.
Yeah, like the reaction.
I would like to think that they all had a talk, because the rumors were that they were going to have a talk with him. So I guess there itself they must have told him, thank you for your service, and we want that somebody else continues. I just think that it's not the right time to have a situation where people start gossiping about whether he was kicked out or whether he was he resigned himself. That's the only problem I have.
And मेरे को ऐसा लगता भी है कि इतना बड़ा डिसीजन ऑब्वियसली विराट को पहले बता दिया गया होगा कि भाई
Yeah,
हो
I
गया.
don't think it will be super.
Yeah.
Yeah, shock
मतलब
तो नहीं होगा.
वही, और people are just overreacting in Twitter and various places that
I think Times of India
King Kohli deserves this.
Yeah.
King Kohli
I think
deserves
Times
that.
of India did not help by saying Virat refused to step down, and all these clickbaity headlines don't help.
But who
So,
it's 2021, and if people
Yeah.
still believe Times of India, then
Yeah.
they should probably start following Ishwar. Like, he will give better news, I believe.
yes,
Then Times
Ishwar's
of India.
analytics. Ishwar is waiting.
Yeah,
Jimmy is waiting.
He
So he
he's
can
been
use
like,
analytics.
I will defend Virat Kohli no matter what. Even if he loses 2023 home World Cup, I will say Virat Kohli in, Ashwin in. So let's jump on to Ishwar. He has been crying today after, like, he's behaving like Virat Kohli has left the team, retired from the cricketing terms. Like, let's hear his thought on why he wanted Virat Kohli to continue till 2023
He's basically
World
like
Cup.
that, when your first love goes away forever, कि वापस नहीं आएगी, वो type mood is there. Ishwar.
Let's
Let
jump
it
into
go, Ishwar. Let it go.
See, nothing
Why?
like
Because
that.
he was very pro Virat till
The
2023
floor
World
is
Cup.
yours, Ishwar.
Let's hear from our Virat fanboy.
See, nothing like that. Basically, see, if they wanted to remove Virat Kohli as captain, as Pranav said, they should have removed it after 2019 World Cup itself. But see, now coming to the tournaments he has lost, 2017 Champions Trophy, be it, or 2019 World Cup, or even the 2021 World Cup, which we lost recently. As we've seen, it was not like, upon him that, in 2017 Champions Trophy, we had Yuvraj Singh and Mahendra Singh Dhoni at number 4 and number 5. And number 6 was Hardik Pandya. And number 7 was Jadeja. So we can't say that, there was no proper middle order for 2017 Champions Trophy. These are the most experienced middle order batters you can ever get.
No one said
No,
that.
Along with top 3.
The point was they were not tested enough.
See, that is up to, that is
Yeah,
because
so
the
that's the
quality we
problem.
have. You expect someone of the quality of...
So Ishwar, the point here is not that we didn't have a middle order. The point here is, like, for example, Dhoni, when he built his team, right? Dhoni was very clear that he wants to play with a particular set of players for a long duration so that they are exposed to the conditions. Now, the only issue with Virat, I mean, where I would say that Virat could have done better is that he could have stuck to a team for a while. He kept changing and chopping so much that, that also puts the pressure on us.
I agree to an extent. See,
as a fan, listen.
Ishwar, because Kumble brought him back as a friend, which was a mistake.
Yeah, same. Like, for example, as a fan, if I'm watching cricket and if I see Ambati Rayudu doing well, and then I see Vijay Shankar doing well, and then I see someone else doing well, I'll also feel like, hey, whatever decision Virat takes will be wrong. Now, if I haven't seen only other players perform, so like in that case, right? For example, if I have stuck with Rayudu for a while and now I know there is or option can. So, for example, right now, because Shreyas Iyer has come to the team and he has done well, we'll be like, I think Shreyas Iyer is an option. But otherwise, we'll be like, we have not tested anyone.
No. See, here is where the problem comes actually. When you look
but
at
why did he select to bowl first?
I will, one second, I have an answer for that too. We have one chasing in that entire tournament. Even if you remember against Bangladesh, the quarterfinal or the matches we played against very big teams, we have one chasing throughout the tournament and we had a very solid batting order. Now coming to 2019 World Cup. In 2019 World Cup,
but Ishwar, in a final, it is always the risk to bowl first, especially against Pakistan, because Pakistan...
we don't think about what the opponents are. We think about what our strength is. Our strength has always been chasing, man, throughout the tournament.
So Virat's strength was...
But we could have also put Virat's strength. We could have still put runs on the board, right?
Yuvi, Rohit, all 4.
No, but we could have still... It's always better in a big game to put runs on the board.
That is there. That is a personal choice of people.
And the thing was, the coach wanted to bat first and he decided, no, I want to bowl first because it's my decision. So you can see they were at crosshairs there as well.
Yeah, that's there. See, the only one decision which I feel Virat, went wrong was sacking Ambati Rayudu. You've given him a long rope just before the 2019 World Cup. And then you've suddenly sacked him for someone like a 3D player Vijay Shankar, saying that he offers us all three departments. But then unfortunately what happened was you don't even start Vijay Shankar and you made KL Rahul bat at number 4. Yes, it worked to an extent, but the minute Shikhar Dhawan got injured, we got horribly exposed there. So I thought Ambati Rayudu should have at least traveled with the team for the 2019 World Cup, even if he was feeling that he's not fit to like play in the 11 or whatever. Suddenly whatever changed there, he should have at least been as a backup. So they've thought that see, if you actually look, Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, MS Dhoni, Hardik Pandya. These were our top 6. And we are talking about Hardik Pandya, who was in form for 2019 World Cup. So I don't see any big problem when you look at it, like just like from a outside point of view, without all this hanbang that Rayudu played these many matches and all. Because KL Rahul is much better than Ambati Rayudu any day, at any position. So that's a given. But then Shikhar Dhawan got injured and those plans went haywire and we ended up playing Rishabh Pant as well at number 4. So that is something which I didn't understand in 2019.
Which is the point we're making. The planning for the middle order was so bad. It's not the lack of ability, but the lack of exposure for the middle order. And the thing was, MS Dhoni himself was past his best and they had no plan for him. They suddenly decided that he should bat at number 7 and number 7 only. And if you see,
and they even
that's
played
how
Dinesh Karthik. So
Dinesh Karthik
was
I mean,
baffling.
and actually he did all right to survive as long as he did in that match when the ball was moving.
But those
That's
are the
point.
blames that captain has to take, because
the
it's his
captain
call
and
in the
I
end.
do agree. Those were the mistakes he made, but I don't think those were mistakes, which you had to be too harsh on.
No, it's
But
not
he
too
should not.
harsh. No,
But
he
that
should
The
not.
logic
costed
was
us
right.
that
See, the logic
trophy.
was right. See, the logic was
But
right.
Ishwar, that is
It's-
the whole point. India did not learn from the mistakes of the 2017 Champions Trophy, and we all knew this one match we would be exposed, and it happened in the semis. That's the point we're trying to make. If we
No,
had,
I don't think expose or anything. But the point is that Ishwar, you don't have to be harsh. But the thing is, it's a competitive field. India, it's not like we are like a Bangladesh. No respect, no disrespect. But they like where there are no options, right? There are options here. It's
See,
a brutal competitive.
It's always tempting. See, it's always tempting. See,
No,
there are
which I
two
think
sides of a coin. You either back your players or you go with your options. So
You
And
back
it's a
your
prize.
players.
No.
But-
I mean, let's assume. Chalo na. So let's say he backed his players and didn't succeed, and now
Exactly.
he hasn't succeeded 3 times. So now it's basically now it's.
I'm not
so,
telling like you remove Virat Kohli being removed from limited over captaincy is wrong. I'm just telling the timing is wrong right now. There's another 50-over World Cup coming in just 14 to 15 months, if I'm not wrong.
2 years.
Not 2
There's
years. It's
enough time.
2023.
it's 2 years, dude.
2023 April, March.
No,
So it's already
in
2022.
No, it's in November, October, November.
Okay.
So it's
Joe,
exactly
enough-
2 years.
Chalo,
Time hai.
irrespective, that's still enough time for Rohit to settle in and kind
and
of
if
work
they
things
wanted
out.
to change, they should have at least gone with someone like a KL Rahul to make him grow. And again, the
Fine.
same thing repeated even in the T20 World Cup as well, which you lost right now. The top
But
three,
like we
including
said-
Rohit Sharma, have all failed in crucial games. Not just Virat Kohli. Rohit Sharma, Jasprit
We're
Bumrah,
not
Virat
blaming
Kohli,
Virat Kohli
KL
alone
Rahul.
for the.
No,
Yeah,
we are
so-
not blaming him as a
We're not blaming
batsman.
him alone as a batsman. It's his strategy as a captain, which is the problem.
And I'll tell you why not KL Rahul, because KL Rahul has not captained any side till now, apart from IPL.
Punjab.
Dhoni was
And
the
Shane
same
there.
in
And
2007,
I
by the way.
think even after KL Rahul, I think Shreyas Iyer is a better captain than KL Rahul any given day, because Shreyas Iyer has been captaining
Yeah, I agree on that.
the Mumbai side as well, and I think he's a better captain material any day than KL Rahul. And when we are talking about Rohit Sharma, so the main point is we are not seeing a long-term prospect here, because we have
Exactly.
because the thing is we cannot take that risk, because we have not won a World Cup trophy since 2011, and to get in someone new just before like 2 crucial World Cup is something which is not going to happen, because when you have senior players and when you have someone, a proven brilliant captain as Rohit Sharma, who has won you 5 IPL titles, he has won Asia Cup, he has shown tremendous achievements throughout whenever he was given chance as a captain. So and I think there was a no-brainer that after 2023 World Cup, we might see someone like Iyer or a KL Rahul become a captain later on. But I think for a shorter prospect, I don't think so we had any second option other than Rohit Sharma. I think there was
fine.
no debate about who was going to lead after Virat Kohli.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just think that, if you're planning for something or whatever, when you go to 2007 World Cup, when Dhoni was named the captain, he also had no prior captaincy experience.
No, that was because we had no prior experience in the
T20 as a
T20
format.
itself. Yeah.
I
And
don't
they
think
just-
you can compare from 2007. It was much different back then. Back then,
Yeah.
T20s were only considered as something,
And that was
as
a pure
actually
gamble
hitting
which
anything.
worked. And
Yeah.
to be honest, that was a pure gamble that worked because India had they had no belief that they are going to win the T20 World Cup. They just sent a team out there for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And
India
then
had
there's
no
like,
clue
see,
about
A
that
team that
format.
assembled
no,
at
there
the
is
airport
one
at
saying
Jogo.
always. See, there is one saying always which holds true even in this case. A captain is as good as his team. Rohit Sharma did not win 5 IPL titles on his own. Same with MS Dhoni.
We are
He was
not saying
horribly
he did.
exposed with Rising Pune Super Giants. Similarly with RCB, Virat Kohli kept backing his main core players, Mohammad Siraj, AB de Villiers,
but
whoever.
what I'm
whoever.
trying
We're
to
not,
tell is,
sure, we're not saying
Yeah.
that one captain makes all the difference. And yes,
But
a
he takes
captain
the
is as
call.
good as team.
Exactly.
But if you see, in Mumbai Indians, they have a structure in place and Rohit implements the plans well. And as far as Dhoni is concerned, and I have mentioned this on the podcast before, that Dhoni made sure that in the Indian team, you had multifaceted players. That's
Yeah.
why even with India's bowling not being the best in his time,
he used
still
Raina,
managed-
Rohit, these
yeah.
guys. Yeah.
See,
Exactly.
I don't think
Virat doesn't do
matlab-
that. He never had a concrete strategy on the limited overs side. Like that, whereas the test side, he wanted 20 wickets, 5 bowlers chahiye humko. He did not have a strategy like that
yeah.
in limited overs.
Correct.
He did
that
it. Like for example, Test mein Virat is a brilliant captain because he
Yeah.
had a plan and he has followed
This is
on.
his team in
Followed.
tests, man. This is
Yeah,
again
yeah,
no,
yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah.
no one
Kohli's
denied.
team.
No one denied.
No one denies that. But like for
Yeah.
example, like I still can like why we revere Dhoni so much is that Dhoni could win you matches on his captaincy. Like he'll do things that you wouldn't have thought otherwise.
Unorthodox stuff.
Unorthodox stuff. The ability to kind of take a call, take a gut
He
call.
even
I mean,
bowled Virat Kohli in the 2016 semis and all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So the point is, I think with Kohli, I mean, why? I mean, we are probably BCCI feels there's a need for changes because we have lost in similar fashion. Also, it's not like we have lost in a
Exactly.
different way.
Similarly.
We have lost every time in a similar manner at similar stages of the tournament and to similar opponents to an extent.
So it's simple. Like the person who is leading has to take a blame, step down because to not do well. Like I think I think after Saurabh Ganguly, Kohli is the first player to be removed as a captain, like officially, like without him telling that he's leaving the captaincy.
And both have huge fanboys like me. So yeah.
Ganguly case was a lot of politics on the Indian board side. Here, there is not actually internal politics as such because
Yeah.
No, I think Kohli fell in the wrong books of the selectors and with his like team selections. No, I do think that because
I
no,
just
I
feel
do
very
think that when he
you-
didn't get the
everything has
team
got
he
a
wanted,
course. Okay, everything has a
T20.
course of time. He's captain for 4 years now, and eventually you have to move on. That's how it is. That's the only thing. And I think why it was most important for Kohli to lose captaincy in a couple of formats is Kohli has had too much control on the Indian team since 2015. Ever since he was full-time captain, he was getting his way virtually with coach, captain, with who travels on tour, and basically he was getting his way. He was like the spoiled rich kid. So I think some amount of control being relinquished from him is important. And I think that's what happened
also
now.
one more issue I have with Kohli. I don't know if Rohit can address that. Is that when Dhoni left, right? Dhoni had put in place enough players who could succeed him. He had groomed Kohli. There was Rohit Sharma was groomed. Raina didn't become the great player. The reason Raina was, given captaincy, he had
Jadeja,
experience.
Ashwin, so many.
No, I'm talking about leadership roles, like
Leadership,
captaincy, not players. Like players too. I think even Kohli has groomed enough players, like the way he wants. I think that he has no complaints there. But creating a next set of leaders, which I don't think Kohli has done well. Like if you look at RCB right now, for example, I don't know who will be the next captain if Kohli is not. Like in Mumbai Indians, you can always point to the spot. Maybe Bumrah becomes one, Pollard becomes one, right?
Sky was also in the
Pandya.
leadership.
Sky is there.
Just
Sky
an
is
example.
there.
Yeah.
Just an example, right? So that way, I think.
Sky captains Mumbai, if I'm not mistaken, in the
So that
Ranji
way, I
Trophy.
think BCCI is also looking at that in the format that we want next set of leaders to be developed. And I think Rahul Dravid would have had a say in that.
We will have a clarity once the vice captain is announced. Will it be Shreyas Iyer or will it be KL Rahul? So
They might. I don't
think
mind
even,
even if Virat
Arjuna-
Kohli is kept vice captain.
Vice
I
captain
don't
will
think
be
so
Virat
Virat-
Kohli.
No, I
Vice
don't
captain
think-
will be Virat Kohli, I think so.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think so.
like you need
Yeah.
to.
Just I wanted to add on Darshil's point. I remember many years ago, Ajna Ranatunga was talking was it in commentary or maybe on a show, and he was talking about how when he was captain, in Australia, wherever when they played some of these warm-up games, he made Sanath Jayasuriya captain the side because he wanted to groom a future leader. So I think maybe that's what they'll want Rohit to do, is to groom someone, maybe KL, maybe Shreyas, whoever it is.
Please
or
not
Parth,
KL.
whoever it is. Just an
Hey,
example.
bye. KL is only better, man.
Just an example. You don't have to debate that. Just an example. Like these 2-3 players who can be the future leaders, not necessarily captain, but just senior players as also leaders, right? So.
Yep. So yeah, so I think it will be interesting to see if Virat Kohli becomes the vice captain. But I think this completely makes no sense to make Virat Kohli as vice captain, because to make a person who you want as a person to succeed Rohit in the longer run should be given the vice captaincy thing. And also, yeah, that was like there were many good things happening around the cricketing world, but Rohit Sharma is such a big figure that even the irrelevant series like Ashes didn't get the fame light as Rohit
Yeah.
Sharma.
Maybe
wanted
they
to
should
crack a
call this
joke.
Ashes the Ashes of Kohli's captaincy. Then the
Yeah.
series will become
So I
relevant.
wanted to also say, talking of Ashes, England's hopes are in Ashes on the first day itself, and the Brisbane rain is
They
washing
batted
their
2
washing their
sessions.
ashes away. So
2 sessions, hardly. They batted 2
that's all.
sessions. hardly.
That's all to tell you about what's going to happen in this Ashes series.
Our podcast planning, discussion, and execution was longer than England's innings. So just
Yeah.
that says a lot.
Ian McGrath's prediction of 5-0 will finally come true against some
5-0.
team at least. Against
if there's
some
no
team at
rain-
least.
Yeah, if
But-
there's no rain, 5-0. Else
But after
4-0.
seeing that Cummins Hazelwood domination, I still am getting goosebumps thinking about a Gaba win, because
Exactly.
looking at that lineup and looking at how did we win?
Lord Shardul Thakur.
Lord
Washington
Shardul,
Sundar.
Lord.
Washington.
Palgarcha Raja Shardul Thakur.
Natarajan getting
But
Maharashtra.
brilliant, man,
Natarajan,
like
Pujara and Gill. Wow.
respect for that squad is just increasing after seeing
Day by
like
day.
sides like that gets decimated, because you see Cummins, Hazelwood, Stark, like
They just
But
run
in
through
war.
opponents, man. It's like you're just playing some
Pranav
video
might
game.
hate Cummins, but whatever it
No,
is.
no, I
Play the
like him.
video
He's one
game.
of my favorite players, actually. And,
Pranav
That's the only
likes
reason I'm
Australian
supporting
players.
Cummins.
Yeah,
That's the
and-
only reason I'm supporting Australia because of Cummins.
and he
That's the only
took
thing.
5
Yeah.
wickets as well.
Matt
So
Cummins
what a
is a-
start to his captaincy. He's a
Matt
great
Cummins
bloke.
is a
Actually,
lovely man.
yeah. Since 2009 CL T20, I have rated Cummins and Hazelwood since 2010 Under-19 World Cup. So both are doing well. So- and I
Both
never
are
rated
most
Mitchell Stark.
crucial.
And
But
I really I dislike Rory Burns for getting bowled off a leg stump half volley. I mean,
Oh boy, that
what a
was-
way to give somebody another 4 test matches.
Oh, boy.
but I think why England will lose 4-1 or 5-0, I believe. Looking
Yeah.
at how they are
It's gonna
playing.
be a havoc.
Apparently set the tone. Mitchell Stark set the tone बोलेंगे अब लोग. How
but whatever.
Just to add one more note, England decided to rest Jimmy Anderson
and
because
Stuart Broad.
because he averages 75 at the Gabba, and then the clouds opened up, and I mean Jimmy must have been wondering why the hell was I not picked, man. I mean, my brothers were-
1,156
my
test
brothers are
wickets
in
on the
the-
bench.
sky and I'm not playing.
Only
but-
England can drop 1,156
Yeah.
test wickets on the bench.
And they're
And both
hoping that
were
Archer
rested.
becomes fit and comes back.
Yeah. And they're destined for the pink ball test. I mean, if you lose at Gabba, it's a long way back after that. I mean,
God.
But
Anyways.
if you need to win at Gaba, you probably need
yeah.
Rishabh Pant and
Rishabh Pant.
Shardul
Shardul Thakur. You need
Yeah.
Shardul
Pujara and Gill and Natarajan.
Thakur.
but whatever it is, I think like exciting times ahead for Indian cricket. Finally, a real captain is stepping up, taking over the duties in limited over crickets. You won't see fake aggression in limited overs, which you don't need. And finally, a guy who thinks from the brain and from
Not
from heart
vibes.
as well, and just don't
I
do
mean,
the
for
bhangra.
me, I think this should be finally someone who at least winning tosses.
Yes.
Yeah, and Rohit has
Toss
100%.
Hey, even
Toss.
Virat won the toss at Mumbai after that. So, good
Yeah,
omen.
मतलब वही. But good discussion, guys. Let's hope to see.
Little
also-
overtime, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
anyway.
But yeah,
Yeah.
do watch.
Just like
It was
Kohli's
good.
captaincy.
Yeah.
Slow overrate.
but
Rahane is
yeah,
running the team. Rahane is running the team.
yeah, we can keep those jokes for the next time.
Yeah.
Also, in our next episode, we will be covering the IPL retention. We will have our thoughts from our expert panelists. One of our panel members is getting. I won't tell you that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
whatever.
Inside info.
But whatever it is, we'll see you guys in our next episode. Hopefully, it's about the IPL retention before the mega auction, and hopefully we can spend some 10 minutes of our time to discuss irrelevant series like Ashes as well. So that's it from us, and thank you and take care, guys.
See you guys.
All right, guys, take
See you
care, stay
guys.
safe,
Thank
bye.
you.
See you
Bye.
guys.